Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I don't know if I'm saying that properly, I'm probably not, but yeah, so this is a epic fantasy and about a character called Kvothe. Don't know if Kvothe, I can't say his name properly, but it's a great book and I would highly recommend it for anyone who loves fantasy and just wants to jump into a world that you will fall in love with. Now, I'm going to do a few positives and a few negatives of this book, but one of my negatives straight off the bat is the first 200 pages are a bit, it's not that they're slow, it's like it's a journey. It's kind of the main character's journey with his parents, and he meets this person who, I don't want to spoil too much, he meets this person who teaches him a lot and tells him everything about the world, and it's the story doesn't really feel like it starts until about 200 pages in, and that can be hard for some people. That can cause a lot of people, I think, to just put the book down, and that's understandable. So I think that's one of my negatives, that the first 200 pages are a bit slow, but once you get past the first 200 pages, you're on a roll. Like, it's just from page 200 to the end, it's there's something always interesting happening, in my opinion. And if you're a fan of Harry Potter, this is definitely a must read, because it's set in a university at some point in the book, and that whole part is really enjoyable. One thing on the author, Patrick, like, he's really good at developing his world. Like, I felt like we had a feeling for how this world worked and what happened, and that's one of my positives, that the world was amazing and I loved the world. I have the second one upstairs, so I'm definitely going to read it. I'm hopefully going to read it this month of March, and I'll be able to get a review out for you. But yeah, so another positive would be the characters. I love the main character, even though I can't say his name properly. I love the main character. He was great, and I loved the journey that he went on the first one, and I'm excited for the second one to see where he continues to go. And maybe a mix of a positive and negative was that it's in third person for some parts, and then it's in first person for the majority of it, because you are just following this one character from his perspective and how you see the world through his eyes, which, you know, a lot of fantasy books are usually third person, and you're kind of jumping between a few characters, getting their perspective of how things are going. And if you're not a fan of that, then you might not like this at all. But I haven't read many first person books actually recently, so I actually enjoyed this, because it was a bit of a change and change of pace, and I liked the main character. If you didn't like the main character, I'd say it would be a struggle, but I enjoyed the main character. So I'd give this book an 8 out of 10, and I got it off Amazon, I think, for £7 or £8. So I would highly recommend it to any fantasy fans. You should pick it up. I don't know when a lot of things that people talk about online and stuff is when the third book's coming out. It's been 12 years, I think, or 11 years maybe, since the second one came out, so people are a bit worried that they don't know when the third one's going to come out. So if you're one of those people who prefers to have a full trilogy to read, a completed series, then maybe this isn't the book series for you. But yeah, The Name of the Wind, great book. I read it at the end of January, start of February, and it really kept my mood up. So I would highly recommend it, and thank you guys for watching.